Hey there, you guys. Justin Levine here with another video blog. And today I'm lucky to have my good friend and colleague, Chris Shah. And Chris is the owner and founder of Terra Nova Fitness, which is in the Bay Area. And I met Chris through all of our Perform Better summits and through Functional Strength Coach. And oh man, it's been a long, great relationship with Chris, and we have a lot of similarities in the way we live our lives and the way we do our business, and we work on ourselves. As you can see, all the awesome books behind Chris. He's a in the trenches personal growth master, man. And I wanted to have Chris on. He's a good buddy of mine and get some insight. So thanks for having us, Chris, and talk a little bit about your business.
Nice. Thanks for the kind intro. It's been a great path, and it's always going to get better and better. I think I started like most people, like yourself, an athlete. I had several injuries, and nobody can really figure out why it was happening or how to solve it. So I started the research myself, and then I started going down the rabbit hole of how the body works, and it became an obsession. I originally didn't know I was going to own a business. I had it in the back of my mind. It just kind of fell into it. I always knew, but I didn't know how. And then getting great mentors, they kind of pull you towards that direction quicker. And like you said, it's not just about fitness. It's about total wellness and life. I think my goal is to enrich people's lives. And really, my number one human need, what I found out, is contribution. So when I contribute and add value to someone's life, it's almost like I'm contributing or nourishing myself. And at this point, business is very well. It's better than it's ever been. So I'm financially at a point where it can always be better, but it's no longer about the money. It's not about the money anymore. Like, we didn't get this job to originally make money. Now it's about that emotional payment of adding value to someone's life. So that's in a nutshell. And my obsession is getting better each and every single day in every single way and adding value to people's lives. And again, one of my mantras is the best is always yet to come, right?
Oh yeah. You know what you said, it hits a point, man. Warren Buffett has a great quote saying the number one ingredient to success is obsession. And a lot of people view obsession as a negative thing, but when you're obsessively focused on creating contribution and creating value to somebody else's life, I think that's a great thing. And man, more power to you. And sounds like you are doing some unbelievable work there in the Bay Area. Something that you said that I wanted to talk about is your mentors. And if you can just kind of, for a couple minutes, talk about how you went about getting your mentors and who you're connecting with right now.
Well, I think we have somebody in common, which, Mike Boyle. I originally did his mentorship, I think, back in 2008. And that was a huge thing. I've been out there, 4 or 5 times. I was out there, I think, 4 months ago. And it's not only just mentors in person, but it's mentors in books, in videos. It's, you know what? Even my clients mentor me. Because some of my clients are giants. They're titans in life. And I learn all the time. Mentors are everywhere. You don't even have to talk to them. You can read about them. And each and every time I go to the gym and coach, I learn from them and they learn from me. So I think it's much like when you look at any movement or exercise, everything is an assessment if you know what you're looking for. And almost everything can be a mentorship if you know what you're looking for. Of course, you want somebody at like Mike's level, or I've been with Tony Robbins a few times. I've met a bunch of people who are connected with him. I love learning. Again, we go back to that obsession. How can I get better? Who knows more than me? What can I learn from them, and vice versa? So mentors are all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you recommend to the people out there watching? If they're kind of stuck in their own personal growth, what do you recommend? How do they get unstuck and keep the ball rolling to achieve greatness and achieve what they're looking for?
Well, it's that old saying. What is it? Albert Einstein said. He said, "You cannot solve a problem with the same level of thinking that got you that problem. You must do something new. You must expand something new. In order to get something new, you have to do something new." So it's a lot of the time it's what's the story they're telling themselves, right? What's the story going on in their head? And sometimes you need to go to somebody else who sees the situation better than it actually is and can show you a new door, a new way that you don't know or not even aware of. So it's essentially getting out your comfort zone, right? If you're in your comfort zone, you know this, you're ensuring that you will stay the same. You must do something new in order to get something new. And it's really boldness. Go up, introduce yourself to somebody. People with knowledge love sharing knowledge. They love it. So it could be a very much win-win situation, right? Do something new to get something new.
It's powerful, man. And I know I strive on that, right? It's, whenever you feel stagnation settling in, man, it's, you can't let that thing settle for, for too long, because it sits there and you start going the other direction very fast. And I just got back from a mentorship myself, and, what we were talking on before this call started is, it was just about the mindset that was created through this mentorship. And you said something needs to expand, and, my whole mindset, and I already have a broad mindset and a strong way to think, but there was a new opportunity. I saw more that is possible out there, and it just creates that drive and that ambition, which is going to bring up my next point, because ambition it's a double-edged sword, because you're ambitious, you're working hard, you're aspiring to achieve so much, but also you start sacrificing time away from some of the most important things in your life, like your family and yourself sometimes. And so maybe you can talk a little bit about how you create, I'm not going to say the word balance, because I don't think there is such a thing, but how do you create, kind of the pendulum from staying somewhat in the middle, so you're not, going too far one direction?
Well, it's good experience comes from a lot of bad experience, right? I've made a lots of mistakes and a lot of failures, right? Winston Churchill, success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm and learning along the way. So to answer your question, I've learned the hard way.
Yeah.
I've had some great relationships that probably failed because I was a little too ambitious, right? But I've taken those lessons into new relationships. And what it really is being very upfront with the people you have relationships with and saying, this is my vision, this is my goal. But here's the other thing, setting priorities, right? You really have to set a relationship as a priority. Just like we feed and are obsessed with ambition, we also have to set aside time and actually literally right time, spend time with loved ones. Feed them and give them, what we give our clients and athletes. So for me, I'm so ambitious, like you said, that the pendulum can swing where I literally have to write down, spend time with loved ones. I watch, and it seems a little weird. You have to actually write that down. Yeah, we're operating at that high level of obsession where we plan everything. So to answer your question, write out who is close to you, why they're close to you, why is it important, and you actually have to prioritize that. I've prioritized 10 roles in my personal life and 10 entrepreneurial roles, and they're in order. And it's very important. I have my loved ones near the top of the order over there. So
your rituals, it's really comes down to your habits, the rituals, the things that you decide to do on a daily basis. And I think we are separated at birth, because I literally have my calendar right here next to me, and it's half an hour little segments, and I put in everything that is a priority to me. And if it doesn't get scheduled, then I'm not going to do it. And so, if that's the one tip that somebody takes away from this video call, that's a life-changing tip. Speaking of rituals, what do you think your most important ritual is?
It's two things. I basically wake up an hour and a half before I have to leave the house. That's my standard. I think most people hope that they're in a good or great mood. I demand it of myself. That's my standard. No matter what happens in personal life, I have to bring it to the gym. And that does not happen on accident. Like, you don't get in shape on accident. You don't get mentally in shape on accident. So every single day without exception, I wake up roughly anywhere from 3:55 to 4:30, depending on the session. First thing I do is meditation. That's without exception. Why is that so important? It grounds me in my purpose. I'm very present. I'm very grounded. It allows me to self-generate emotions. So it doesn't matter what the weather is, circumstances, I'm self-generating these emotions. And I have to be very grounded because we're dealing with a lot of people that are in different phases of their life, right? So meditation is huge. The next thing I do is I do a little weird ritualistic stuff where it's very tribal, and it's basically what I have gratitude for, right? Because gratitude and stress or anger cannot coexist. They cannot. So when you switch your focus to what you have gratitude for, it really flushes you with these positive emotions, and people want to be around that. The other thing I do, I definitely go over my outcomes for the day. The other very weird thing I do, again, I don't hope I'm in a great mood. I demand it of myself. That's my standard. I do a lot of incantations in the car. So my drive is about 30 minutes. It's a lot of subconscious mind stuff where I'm getting in my body. I'm not just saying something. I'm using the full force of my emotions, my subconscious mind, my neuromuscular system, to the point where I get to the gym, I'm vibrating energy, and people feel that energy. And one of my main goals is I must change the emotional state of my clients. It's not just about fitness. I got to get them going from this to animation, alive, enthused. Those are my rituals I do every single day without exception. And virtually 99% of the time, my clients will tell you, I'm in an amazing mood.
Yeah.
Because I don't hope, I demand of it. The second thing is every Sunday night, I plan out my entire week, all my outcomes, all the priorities. I go over my ultimate vision. I go over all my roles, so on and so forth. Again, you must do that. Otherwise, you're going to be the plaything of chance. It's a funny word, but manifest destiny, that's what we do here. And it just builds amazing momentum. So those two things, and I do this without exception. It does not matter. Sky's falling, world's ending. It can wait because I'm going to meditate.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? It's like you gotta create your own luck.
Yeah.
And you got to work on your own craft in your own life and take 100% responsibility for the things and the life that you want. And a lot of people kind of wake up and methodically go about their days, and then they start blaming other people. And man, I just really encourage anybody who's listening to use some of these things, because I'm telling you, I'm motivated right now in 12 minutes of talking to you, and I've learned some nuggets of information that are, could be life-changing when implemented. Can you just tell us your website, anywhere we can get a hold of you, your social media outlets?
Yeah, we just actually launched a new website. It's terranovafitness.com. And again, we're in the Bay Area, about 20 minutes south of San Francisco. It's really great. We just got on a new client who was on the Biggest Loser. Cool. So that's really exciting. And really what I want to do here is something far beyond fitness. I love when clients tell me that their life has changed, they're getting promotions, they're getting so on and so forth, and really building something greater than me when I step away. I think a great leader should build other great leaders. And that's what we want to do at Terra Nova Fitness, is build other great leaders where they're going from coping to striving, right? So we want everybody to strive. So you can reach me there. Look forward to talk to anybody. And again, the best is always yet to come. That's my story, and my brain goes ways to find out and reaffirm that reality. Yeah.
Chris Shah, the amazing Chris Shah, man. No, it's always good to talk to you, brother, and good to catch up. And man, big things are coming your way, man. So keep it up, and let us know how we can help you out. Okay, man.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thanks for the call. All right, take care.